Today I'm going to take a deep dive with you to talk about the power wash technique for tumblers, and I'm specifically going to help those of you who use CrystaLac products, although the technique is the same with whatever top coat that you use for your tumblers. The supplies you need are a tumbler, Dawn power wash, like what you clean with, right? Get it at any of your local stores, Dawn power wash. You need spray paint, clear and whatever color you're going to use, and a hose or a bucket of water. So the idea is that you're going to use power wash and spray paint to create this really cool design, kind of like a textured look on your tumbler. Before you get started with the actual power wash technique, you need to make sure that you have a smooth surface. So whether you're just doing glitter and then doing the spray paint power wash, or you're going to start with just paint and then doing the spray paint on top, you need to make sure it is smooth. So if you have glitter, make sure that you have gone through the process of doing your coats of bright tone and sanding so you have a completely smooth surface. Okay, so I have my tumbler, it has been sanded. I actually put a couple pieces of removable vinyl on there because I'm going to do a little bit of a peekaboo situation on this tumbler, but you don't have to do that. You do not need any vinyl. All you need to do is have a sanded surface and then grab your clear spray paint. This is Rust-Oleum 2X clear. It is matte, but any clear will work. Shake it up really well and spray your tumbler. I'm gonna let this dry about an hour. It's a little bit cooler outside today, so I'm gonna let it go about an hour, but you may be able to get away with a little bit less time, and then we're gonna come back and do the power wash. So these two tumblers are sprayed with clear spray paint. Again, this can help with any of the spray paint on top of it running off. Some people have issues with that when they put it on their bright tone, so the clear spray paint helps with that issue. So I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do a little bit of power wash on this one and a lot of power wash on this one so you can see the difference. The idea is that spray paint can't stick to power wash. So the more power wash you have, the less spray paint is gonna end up on top of this, which means you're gonna see mostly this glitter base. For this one, I'm gonna do just a little bit of power wash, which means more spray paint's gonna stick to the cup and I'm gonna see more spray paint and less of my glitter showing through. It really does just take practice to kind of find that ground that you're happy with, and you don't have to have glitter. You can just do a spray painted base coat, then do the power wash with another spray paint. So just keep that in mind. I have two glitter cups, but you could do this over paint as well. So in this tumbler, I'm gonna do a lot of power wash and a white spray paint. So you're gonna see the white pattern on top. Make sure you shake up your spray paint before you get this process started so you're not wasting any time, and make sure you have your water ready. Whether you're going to use a hose or a bucket of water, you want it to be light pressure, so just use, like an easy flow out of the hose, or you can dip your cup in a bucket of water. I tend to use the hose because it's just like one less step for me to find the bucket and fill it up. So let me show you these two different tumblers. So the first thing you're going to do is spray on your power wash. Again, this one I'm doing just a little bit of power wash, and I'm going to then take right away spray on my white spray paint. I chose white for this, but you could choose any color that you want. As soon as you get your spray on there, grab your hose or dip your cup in a bucket of water. Just want a slow flow out of the hose, and you can see that I have a lot of spray paint left on my tumbler in this really cool pattern. That is what a power wash tumbler looks like. On this second tumbler, I'm going to spray more power wash. You can see that I'm going to build it up in a lot of spaces, so there's just more power wash on my tumbler. But this process is the exact same. Spray on your power wash, then you're going to do your spray paint. I'm choosing a matching spray paint just to add a little bit of texture, but not change the color, and then I'm going to rinse it off right away. And you can see that less spray paint stuck to the tumbler. I can see more of that glitter because I used more power wash. So I leave these outside to dry, and then I give it about 48 hours, and then I go in with my coats of bright tone. This one specifically, I'm going to do a couple coats of bright tone, add some decals, and then finish up with a few more coats of bright tone. This one just has a little bit of texture. I wanted to keep this coral color, so I didn't do a contrasting color, but you certainly could do a different color spray paint, different color vinyls. You're going to get a bunch of different looks. So for the second tumbler, I removed all of the removable vinyl and I cut these out in the same size with a little bit of an internal offset on my Silhouette Studio. And then I put it over where that removable vinyl was before the power wash. And that way it just highlights those stars and there's no white spray paint on the inside of each star. I just put these right over the top of the spray paint. If you're feeling like your transfer tape is pulling up any spray paint, you may want to do a few coats of Bright Tone before you add your vinyl or use a less sticky transfer tape. This is permanent vinyl from the Vinyl People, and as soon as I got that vinyl on, I went in with my coats of Bright Tone. I'm going to do about 4 coats of Bright Tone. I'm going to give it a light sand, and then I'm going to give it 4 more coats of Bright Tone, and hopefully I will be done. I may add a few more vinyl details in between the stars, but this is how you do a power wash tumbler. If you are interested in a peekaboo tumbler tutorial, I'm going to post one up on the screen right now for you to watch so you can learn how to do a peekaboo tumbler using CrystaLac